I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher first spoke of
This
me fair,
episode
but
of
I would
Ladies
have nothing
Unlaced,
to do with
sponsored
smallware.
by
My thing is
Tommy
my
the
girl,
Kilted
and I
Fireman
keep it
und
so
Crazy
simple.
RY
All
Crafts,
young lasses may do
MK Body
my
Sweets,
thing is my
Sandy
girl, and
Reedy,
I'll keep it so
und
still.
an anonymous art lover. Now presenting your ladies of Chaste Treasure.
We thought it would be.
Oh, wonderful.
Good day, beautiful creatures. Oh, I'm so excited to missed your faces.
So happy to see your faces.
Absolutely. Or at least for you to be seeing ours, because I like my face to be in places.
You're
I put a
welcome.
lot of stuff on my face for all of you today. I'm
Yes,
just pointing that out.
Did.
I
You
put a
did.
lot of stuff on my face.
Yeah, you did.
You know what? I put stuff on my face too today.
It's
It
so
wasn't all intentional, but that's all right. I'll wear it with pride.
it's rewarding. It's rewarding.
Indeed. Welcome, all you gorgeous beasties. We're so delighted to have you here. So, ladies, it's been a
Yes.
moment. We have fantastic sponsors tonight. We've been through several different shows since the last time some of us have seen you. Tonight, we are playing Chase Treasure, the game!
Huzzah!
Excellent.
Since there's so many of us and we're all Chase Treasure, we figured multiple games seemed apropos.
This is true.
We should probably also remind them of our names, although it's kind of down there. Mine got cut off because I'm a huge name.
I was
Lady
like,
Morgan of
Yeah. Of spit, apparently.
you frightened me for a minute. I was like, my God, what have I labeled myself? I'm deeply concerned. Well, in that instance, I am Lady Catherine Townsend.
Huzzah. And I am Sultana Laila Fatima Zaida of Zanzibar. Just kidding. Wakanda forever.
Mhm. And I'm Lady Morgan Elizabeth Summers, Countess of Spencer. And you know who we are. We're Chase Treasure.
Chase Treasure!
The chase is silent.
Yes.
But we're not.
No, not at all, ever.
So, my loves, we have so many delightfully exciting things to play tonight with you. First of all, we've decided that we would like to keep you involved in all of our shenanigans. And I've got to confess, I don't think I've had this much alcohol within my immediate reach for a little while. Well, actually, that's not that long, probably the middle of quarantine, but who am I kidding? Every time, my loves, one of you tips us $25, one of us here on the screen is going to take a shot.
I've got it here and ready to go.
We've got a few of them. We're ready to party. In addition to that, in honor of all of the physical challenges of game shows of old, or of the 80s, depending on when you were born, every time we reach $100 in tips cumulatively, one of the three of us will also do a physical challenge!
Huzzah!
I miss
No,
Mark
it's a
Summers.
Cuban trick. I have them all right here in folded papers that we can unfold and see who gets what. And it's
There's some intense things that we've got going on right now. It's
When is it not intense?
I mean, well, yes, it's intense, but this is like extra. I mean, we're always a little extra, but this is extra. Like, I've got so many drinks set around my table right now. I'm like really excited for it.
And I've got all these bowls of random accoutrements in case, I've got all kinds of little things about in case I get what physical challenge. I'm a little bit nervous.
Only you can see what I have in the wings.
No, it's all like here and here and there. It's all within arm's reach. So God help all of us.
And everything's edible.
Well, actually, almost all of it's edible. But yes, every time we cumulatively reach $100 in tips, one of us will do a ridiculously stupid physical challenge.
Oh, yes.
And throughout the evening, we shall be playing a game. Feel free to make comments as to who is the most likely to. And we're going to just sort of kick back and calmly drink a little bit throughout the course of that. So, yes, cheers to that sort of thing. Also, if you like us and just, appreciate our being here, please do put your virtual tip into our box, or your legitimate tip into our box, or your realistic tip into our box, or your whole tip in our box, whatever works.
Who are we sponsoring tonight? I apologize. I know that we have one of those, or who's benefiting from some of the
I was just going to say, in honor of Earth Day,
yes,
a portion of our tips are going to oceana.org, who are working to clean up our oceans, not only for all of us, but for the mermaids and the ocean, and the whales and all of those wonderful things.
Wonderful.
So a portion of our tips are going there. And finally, for the end of the evening, amongst those physical challenge ties into our Earth Day theme. So if we reach enough money that we have to worry about it. One of us is literally going to get wet.
Yep.
Very wet.
Very.
We'll call it.
We're ready for it.
Yes.
More than normal.
I have so many towels. You've no idea how many towels
I have none.
Just
I
ready.
miscalculated.
Oh no, I literally have 2 underneath of me, and everyone walked by and went, "What is that?" I said, "Don't know."
Don't ask.
Don't
Don't ask. Nope.
You should know
Just know
better
there's
by
a thing
now.
that could happen, and it could be a thing that could be very dampening and moist.
Moist. And if you don't like that word, tip us $100. We won't say it for the rest of the show.
Well, I can't guarantee that because also,
Nope. We've got some other stuff going on. don't we?
also all of you wonderful, wonderful creatures have given us an assortment of words, parts of speech throughout the last week and a half. Tonight on air for our live song, we are going to be composing, creating, destroying one of our
Destroying
songs
words.
in our
Yeah.
catalog. And in doing so, we are going to compose a sort of new song. We'll call it Ye Old Maddest of Libs, if we will.
So we already have, I'm going to interrupt very briefly. We already have
Absolutely.
two $25 tippers. So who's going this time?
Oh
Who's
my
going this
God.
time?
I'll go first.
You
Oh
want to go
God.
first? All right, go
I
ahead.
didn't think about this pairing with wine.
Yeah.
Tonight, I decided to break out my Jim.
Very nice.
Jim is my friend tonight. And
All right.
Dang it,
Yes.
Jim.
Jim and I are about to get really cozy.
All right.
So
I guess I could do mine as well. My cat is lurking underneath me. This was left over from somebody's wedding, so I.
by somebody, do you mean yours?
No. This was a dear friend who a lot of other ladies know. It's Kristen Spangenberg. She just got married to Brandon Dennison. They were both performers at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. So they had a lot of extra wine and liquor left
Lots of
over.
liquor.
So that's what I'm enjoying today. Huzzah to all of you and your.
Cheers to you. Thank thee dearly. Let's
I'll
do
take
it.
a drink,
All right.
not a shot, but
Oh, I blinked so hard I almost threw my eyelash off. That was awful.
Cleared my sinus hack.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, nothing clears your sinuses better.
true.
dang it, Jim. I'm a
True.
treasure, not a doctor.
Doggone it, Lord Jim indeed. Lord Jim. Oh, Lord. Ooh, I can totally breathe through one
So
side.
if you look at Lady Morgan, what she thought of Shakespeare 2 weeks ago, him pretending to be Morgan. Yes. All right, so here's the thing.
Wait, what?
I generally don't get a chance to watch the shows when they happen live because I have a lot of other projects that I'm doing. So Michael Hamilton, great question. I did get a chance to watch it tonight or earlier today while I was working on making sure that everybody got paid because that's one of the things that I do. And watching that clip of Shakespeare being like, ooh, well, he's like, well, maybe I can summon people from the ether. And he summons Rosaline and Rosaline shows up in the stream for like 20 seconds and then she disappears. And he said, well, what if I could try to summon Morgan? He goes, ooh, I'm Morgan. I'm so dark and mysterious and I like octopuses. I'm like, thanks, Shakespeare. I do. Yes, that was hilarious. I want him to try to put this makeup on. I want him.
I would legitimately pay to watch
have
this.
to make him do that.
He would
Why
do
did we
it.
not think of this before the show? I would have brought him in and that would have been our penultimate tipper.
Oh, that would have been
Oh my God.
amazing.
Good evening, Kyle, darling. How are you, my love?
I'm gonna
Oh my
redo
goodness.
vodka, but yeah. Well, all right. So we're beginning the evening then. So does anyone have any? Does anyone have any? What is it?
Who is most likely
Who is
to?
most likely to? And are we voting on that ourselves, or are they voting on it on our behalf?
I mean, I like
feel
to think we have an opinion, but we may be outvoted, just FYI.
Once in
I
a
think,
while.
all right. So I said this one off stage before we got in here, and I'm curious from us as well as the audience, which one of us is most likely to jump out of a plane or a dragon or whatever the heck you want to call it? But
I mean,
I haven't
Most
been able to do
likely.
it yet, but I would love to. It's just
Same.
expensive.
I would
This is
like
true.
to, but I would think of the three of us, if someone were to look, I absolutely would blame Morgan.
it's true.
Probably.
I mean, I
There
would
it
love
is.
to too.
How's
Yes.
it? Oh, it's my turn now then.
Oh
Yes.
dear Lord, this is going.
Oh
I'm gonna
dear.
have to re-pour.
Right.
Excellent.
Oh my God.
Enjoy.
Also, when we
toast.
reach $100, just know some of the things that are here on the side of me. I'm a little bit nervous about the candy now, ladies.
Actually-
I'm having regrets.
We're good.
Yes, indeed, Cleopatra. Hello, my beautiful creature.
Aw.
I've missed you.
Ooh, that was good. Gonna chase it with
goodness.
some of that.
Here's a toast. I haven't had bread in like 2 months.
I've had enough bread for the both of us.
Rosaline would not jump out of a plane. And
No,
I do absolutely believe that, actually. I would not think of ye as one who would jump out of a plane.
Somebody said me?
Yeah, that. Yes, Reverend Tommy. Lila jumping out of the plane going, Wakanda forever. Yeah.
But it would have to be like Wile E. Coyote, where it's like, Wakanda forever!
There are two things that I would option to say if I ever got to jump out of a dragon. It would be the Wakanda forever, but as I'm jumping, I would have to yell at the top of my lungs, wrong lever! And then when I reach the bottom, I have to go, why do we even have that lever?
What's terrible is when you said wrong, I thought you were saying wrong backpack. And I was like, ooh.
That's worse. No,
That's
please.
Yeah.
The
Ooh,
last
no.
words. My goodness.
Wakanda forever!
That is still, honestly, one of my absolute favorite movie-going experiences was being able to go to see that movie with Sultana Lila, and I dressed as a bodyguard for her.
She was
So I
a
wore
bodyguard.
a suit and like
You
sunglasses,
did.
and I like touch my ear every once in a while and make sure that she could
Loved
walk
it.
through the crowd.
Ugh,
It was so much fun. Yes,
we must do it again.
absolutely. I assume they're coming out with more.
Oh, yes.
I
mean-
was going to say, I think there are phases until we are all well into our 80s.
Any phase that involves just the Marvel universe in general. I've been doing deep dives into all of it, and that's been.
You did say earlier that you were doing that. Yes.
Yes.
Deep dives from the plains.
Sorry. There it is.
Ladies, I have alcohol on my face. Catherine jumping out of a plane for help or helping others out, yelling, "Hey!" Yes. And on the way down, we go, "It's not easy being green." Oh, Kermie.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I did hear.
Yes, this is, and I've been talking about this too, because they have the same makeup palettes. And just tonight, I was like, Sultana, you have to meet this woman. The Duchess of Wakanda is an amazing person. You got to get along so well.
Just another cousin that I have yet to meet. It's fine.
I
It's
feel
part
like
of being a royal.
Yeah.
We probably are. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to throw it out there. We're related.
All right.
you
So
know-
it was supposed to be. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we should also mention, since I see him commenting throughout the threads, one of our sponsors tonight is our own Tommy the Kilted Fireman, who, in addition to being a very dear friend, is a rather multi-talented artist,
Yes.
if I do say so. I believe he's with, is it RK Crafts?
Yes, I think so.
Aye, RK Crafts, and he does glasswork, and he is more than a little bit of a pro at mixing a certain elixir that has,
Mhm.
I will, you know what, I will say was most likely to knock all of us on our rear ends, as it were,
Mhm.
It makes everything wibbly wobbly and timey wimey.
or we lose timey-wimey while we're wibbly-wobbly, really. But yes, please do go upon the Book of Faces and check out Tommy the Kilted Fireman. As I said, in addition to being a very dear friend and to have, being someone who has branded himself
Yes.
for us,
Still jealous of that.
please do visit his website and check out all the glorious things that he can do. I've seen his plateware. I've seen his glasswork at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair.
Yes.
It's definitely worth checking out. He's a glorious human being on top of all of that.
I
And he looks pretty good in a kilt.
Yes. I have one of his works and it's lovely.
Oh, that's
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, I was like,
If I would have known, I would have brought
you
it
have
in
so
here.
many props already on the sides of things, and I feel like just one more is going to be just that extra.
I won't lie, I'm a little
Listen.
nervous. I'm like, man, if we hit the $100 mark, I'm
I'm
like,
waiting. I'm excited and terrified all at once.
The same time.
Get us up to that $100 mark. I don't know who's going to go first, but I'm excited for it.
I keep peeking over to all the things. I'm like, I'm gonna elbow these things if I keep doing shots and not.
Just gonna see a lot of
I have
this.
a
Like,
desk. I have a desk that is the size of a small kitchen table. Like, this is not a joke. It is
It's
3
true.
or 4 feet long, and just
it's true.
super big.
And speaking of super big, that's a terrible segue, but I'm taking it because I can.
Terrible or the
Do it.
best?
Do it,
Ladies,
yeah.
I think it's time for a song, don't you think?
Surely.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
as you may notice in our songs this evening, our very own Lady Liliana did all the recordings for us, and at the last moment was unavailable for this evening. So our glorious, fearless leader, Lady Morgan, stepped in so that she could keep us company and get rather tipsy with all of us.
Yeah, I'm ready
But
for it.
you will notice a different face there. As you know, it's Chase Treasure. We're all sort of interchangeable. And I sort of think, ladies, shall we start with a little bit about taking care of oneself?
Oh, absolutely.
Mayhaps we should sing a little bit of a song about how we should perform self-care, especially in a time that is so treacherous and whatnot still.
And
Yes.
somebody needs to take a shot.
Let's do
I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher first spoke of me fair, but I would have nothing to do with small ware. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. A bastard who broods with a thing for blonde locks offered his sword to pop my locked box. Then he tried to impale me, so I burned the night's watch. Don't drag on this, mother, I'll set fire to your crotch. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. A wandering bard and his tall burly friend attempted to woo me with tales without end. To their surprise, I bewitched both their loins, and when I left in the morning, I tossed them a coin. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. A handsome young lad with skill and keen eye asked if he would win, I would be his fair bride. The match took 3 days, and just with one look, he thought he was king, but he's really the rook. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. Now here I would reckon 100 or more, besides all the blackguards recited before, that made their advances to get me alone. Oh, young though I am, I'm more skilled on my own. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still, yet other young lasses may do what they will. Checkmate. It's been 2 years, and I'm still not over how things ended. He really did know nothing. Really, when you think about it, my series finale would have been much better. There would have been more screaming. It would have been a happy ending. That's a good one. I love me.
This is what I'm here for. I am here for all of the Catherine taglines at the end, because I knew this as soon as I got in here. I was like, all right, I don't even have to record anything. It's just going to be Catherine making up stuff in every verse.
Ladies, I have feelings. It was shenanigans.
It was so good.
Oh,
so
that
good.
season was such shenanigans. Anyway, I digress, because one of us is doing a shot, and I've picked a name
Oh boy.
and a stupid human trick.
All right, let's do this.
I'm really kind of scared. It's a good thing I've got Morgan.
All right.
It's going
Gotta
to.
take that drink now.
Oh my God, I'm so scared, because I won't lie. I keep looking at these things, and I'm like, these were all good ideas when I was like,
It's a good idea at the time when we talked about it, but
Morgan, I hope you have your peppers, because Morgan will be eating a spicy jalapeno pepper.
I'm ready. I did myself all in green, not just for that. There's other reasons too. But yes, this is This is my pepper.
I'm sort of glad it's you because I have them here and I've been sniffing them and I'm like, my other sinus is getting unclogged.
Oh Lord. I just bought this today and I haven't cleared it out or anything. You can tell. It's like a magician's trick where you're like, look, it's complete. There's nothing happened to
I
it.
cut mine off at least.
I don't know if I should just deep throat it or what. Like, do you want me to try to eat the whole thing at once to try to just bite the end off?
Don't die.
I'm not gonna die. I've got milk on the side too. See, this is one of the other drinks.
Is there anyone there to give you the Heimlich in case it goes in sideways?
No, actually, my husband isn't home yet.
Then
So
you
take
should
a
bite
bite.
it for certain. It's the only time I will give that advice, probably.
All right. Here we go.
Oh my god.
This is the real deal. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Oh ball.
Your sinus will breathe. It'll be great. Do you want to take the shot? Oh my god, take the shot. See if it helps.
A shot of milk.
Oh, it was immediate. It just hit right on my tongue, and I was like, ah!
Dragon!
Spit pepper juice all over my computer.
Pepper juice all over my computer.
Did it
I won't-
though.
Yeah, you did. Huzzah!
The
gonna
things we
take a
play for
minute.
you. This is Chase Dress of the game. We torture each other for your immune.
It's not that bad. It's coming down quickly. At least it was short. It happened and then it went, and that's good. So it's
I mean,
the
short
milk
and
helps.
hot and coming down quickly is sort of my love life, so that's all right.
Do you just hobbits? What?
Yes. Yes.
And another 225s. God. All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well-
So who did you do the shot yet
I did
from the
not.
last one?
So
No.
I have
So
one-
all three of us now, I think.
So you
Yes.
know what? Let's do it all at once, ladies. Pop it up.
All right.
Oh.
I would say, Sultana, are we ready? Oh dear God, ready? And
Yep.
salute.
Salute.
Oh, that hits different after the pepper.
Ooh,
Oh.
I almost unclogged my other nostril.
I just had amaretto come out my nose.
Scott Bonnet, I love you. I can't help it. I grew it myself. There's a brilliant, who is most likely? Which taste treasure can
Yes.
drink the most? Who is most likely to drink the most, ladies?
Of the
Depends
three
on-
of us?
Depends on what the drink is.
Yes.
Today, I would say all three of us.
Yeah.
You know
I
what,
feel like in general, well, no. See, 'cause I've done after hours where every once in a while I will pass my keys over to Sultana Lila. Be like, take this.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Yes.
But no, I think it would be Sultana Lila, because whenever you have that what is that Puerto Rican drink that you
Ooh,
get?
coquito.
Coquito. Whenever you
Yes.
have that, you have like a handle of coquito, and I'm like,
Oh.
all right,
It-
girl.
So much rum in there as well.
which is exactly why I like it. Dan Hawkins, which chase treasure is most likely to make the best drink?
I know this one. I would say that this is Catherine because she actually has bar experience.
Yes.
This is a terrible time to confess this, but I'm going to make a confession to all of you.
Oh.
And if anyone from my employment is watching, they will attest to this in the comments because I suppose it's true. I'm not allowed to be a bartender because I have a very heavy hand.
Oh.
I
But
tend to
that
overpour.
That doesn't count if you're making it for us. That's even better.
Yes. I feel like that's better.
listen. But you say bar experience, so I was going to say my experience behind a bar is drinking there.
I don't know how to make a lot of drinks, but I think I'm good at the drinks that I can make.
We've already pulled in our second string, Anthony Medici. I don't know
Anthony
if we can bring
Medici.
anybody else
No,
in.
I think he means for the shots.
I
I'll
mean,
save
I
it.
know Lady Gwendolyn was in the comments earlier. She's doing a show, but I guess when she's finished, if she feels like popping back in the comments and just being like, "Here, take one for the team, Gwendolyn." Yeah.
Please.
I will confess this. I get very giggly and my face turns very pink when I drink. So also, you're welcome. I will be a literal Miss Piggy sitting here by the end of the show.
Hiya!
Hurrah! There's
Huzzah!
Gwendolyn.
Yes.
Oh, happy show, my love. Break all the things.
Break the things.
Specifically
Do the
theirs.
stuff.
Yes.
And you know what? I think this might be a good time to mention another one of our sponsors.
Ooh, yes.
Tonight we are additionally sponsored because we have 4 glorious sponsors tonight. MK Sweets is our second sponsor this evening, and they specialize in some fantastical body works. I would recommend checking them out because they're definitely unusual and not the sort of run-of-the-mill things that you would find at a altar or a lush. These are brilliant. I love the skull-shaped ones.
The
They're
skulls, yes.
marvelous.
Skulls and dragons and
Bath salts and all kinds of goodies.
melty things. Florida man.
Florida man.
You said bath salts. I was like, I have to go there. I have to go there.
Dear. Nightmare fuel. You and I both know what this is about.
Yes. MK Body Sweets. So check it out.
Okay, body
I
suits.
would say your nightmare fuel makes me giggle. It's already happening, ladies. I already can't talk. We're in trouble. What is it? Oh, good. We're only 20 minutes in. Dear God.
I still look like death, and I'm very proud of that. I will do this in case anybody wants to. All right, so I drew them on backwards, so I apologize. I really didn't actually, but that's because they're mirrored. I have things on my face, and they actually mean stuff. And I'll give you this, because we're playing games tonight.
Indeed.
You can guess in the comments what I have on my face, what they're called, and what they mean, I will send you a free story to your email. A personally written story by myself. Because I'm obsessed with very specific things, but these are very specific references, and I want to know if anybody kicks.
And I have read some of your stories, and they are excellent. I'm not just saying that. Yes.
Thank you.
And I know the first part of that, but I'm afraid I don't know what all of them mean, to be truthful.
I had to
I'm
write it
interested
down.
to hear that answer as well.
Yeah, I'm not that good at these either. I was like, all right, well, these ones have like nice, easy lines, so at least I can draw stuff without
It
messing
looks
it up.
good.
It looks spectacular.
Looks like you're
always
saying
look
that
good.
that this ear is greater than your nose.
It's a mathematical equation.
Yes,
Oh, algebra, solve your own problems.
got the deep math on my face.
It's the solution to the world. I love
The
it.
numbers.
42.
I was going to say you thought it was 42, but no, it's Lady Morgan.
I got really British there.
We won't judge. It happens.
My accent shifts. I've been all over the world.
Fräulein Elsa mentioned something that I do want to bring up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to doing some live shows again.
Oh, yes.
Which is very, very exciting. As if you've been following us on social media, you've seen that we're starting to come out of our shells as if we were ever in them. But, you know, as the Fräulein mentioned, she's leaving for OKRF, Oklahoma Renaissance Fair, which I believe is happening May 1st through June 6th in the great state of Oklahoma. And our darling ladies, Gwendolyn, Fräulein Elsa, and Lady Julie will be representing us there, I believe, for the entire contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Continually for the entire contract, which
And
I'm
then-
thrilled about.
For those of you that are more in the Northeast corridor, we will be at the New Jersey Renaissance Festival for one weekend only, June 5th and the 6th. And Lady Morgan, remind me of who's going to be there because I've already started to get tipsy.
All right, I wrote this down. It is Lady Rosaline and Lady Isabel and Contessa Catalina.
Brilliant, brilliant.
I literally have a list of names off the side of my screen because I keep forgetting what everyone's bloody name is. Because there's 19 of us and you're hard to keep track of.
In fairness, I'm hard to keep
Except
track
for
of
me.
myself too. And ladies, we've just received a
I
75.
know, I saw a bunch of this going on in the background and I'm like, ooh, what's happening?
We've just received a $75 tip, which puts us at all three of us doing another shot
All right.
and a
Hold on.
stupid human trick.
Yes, the next stupid human trick.
We'll do this. Let's cut to a song so that I can
Prep.
get all of my accoutrements in order. I think we should sing a song about two of my favorite things on myself and other ladies. And I suppose if anyone had three, I'd like them then too. But this is a song about some of our favorite things. We'll put it that way.
It's breasticle, boobical, chesticle, mammical, pendular, globular, fine.
Flechical, orbital, mandular, scropular.
Righto, that's the one.
Is it gluteal, maximal, tushical, cracular, bunular, morning till night?
Well, you're absital, glandular, fanny, fantastical, massical, fleshular, right?
It's an areological, autoerotical, tubular, boobular, joy. An exposure, regional, bachelor, pouchular, fun for girl and boy. A latissical, dorsical, hungover, horsical, calipological ball. The most bunular, funnular, Frenchical tongular. Pendular, funnular, fibula, Frenchical tongular, wabital, boobular, chesticle, orbital, smarticus, boobular, tushy, butchicular ball. Hey,
Boobies.
you want to know something amazing? I have these in increments. There's the hefty. There's the little something. And last but not least, there's mine. I mean, in fairness, size doesn't matter. They're both delicious.
Do you ever not eat things?
No.
No.
And
At least I didn't eat it this time. Last time we had props for that song.
oh, that's true.
I ate
Last
some
time, yeah.
mangoes. Best mango I've had in a year, let me just say.
So, I'm going to say this. We're all going to do a shot right now.
All right.
Oh, and if I haven't mentioned it before we take this shot, we have backstage passes available tonight, and people are going to be backstage this evening. If you'd like to join us, it's going to be crazy.
Yes.
Shots.
Sláinte.
Oh. Why did you say that there were 3 boobs? We were talking about it. If there were 3 of them,
That was
I'm like, what
was
kind of
that,
aliens?
was
are
that
you
a Star
looking up
Trek
with?
reference?
It is a Star Trek reference. I was saying, Fraulein Elsa and I had a whole wait, was it? Actually, it was Battlestar Galactica. Was it? No, I lied. I think it was
I
Star
don't
Trek.
remember a
Total Recall?
3-breasted anything.
I forgot about
Total
Total Recall.
Recall.
No,
There's
wait.
also That.
There's the triple-breasted horror of Eroticon
Legends
6.
of Tomorrow. There it is.
There we go.
I see. Fraulein and I were talking about this just the other day. And ladies, it's a game. We're doing stupid human tricks.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Yes. Oh, it's your turn, isn't
And
it?
it's me.
Yay! What are you gonna do? What is it? What is it?
And I'm going to stick as many marshmallows into my mouth as I can possibly.
Because of course you are. Of course you are.
Yes!
Why am I not surprised?
The good news is, I think I have an adult here in the event
Just in
of
case.
something going in crooked. So talk amongst yourselves while I see how this goes.
All right.
Shall I say Chase Treasure is amazing?
Yes. That's the Chase Treasure is amazing.
Stop.
Susan,
Ringer.
I believe you are correct. I wrote them down, and now I did this with the intention of them being not Celtic runes, but Norse runes. Thank you, because they carry over. Yes, you're right. So it's Canaz and Perth, where Perth is the feminine polarity, and Canaz is illumination, knowledge, and kinship.
Are you keeping count?
That's 7.
That's 7.
That's Trevor.
All right. So
Amazing.
Susan Ringer, please send us an email at chasetreasure@gmail.com, and I will send you a story. You just got to tell me what kind of thing you want. Most of mine are scary, but some of them are romantic. So some of them are scary romantic. Just let me know. Wait, how many? All right, so you were at 7. So where are you at now?
It's a
Stay
10.
That's 10.
That's a 10.
You have a huge mouth.
Just we mean that as a compliment.
This is amazing.
This is so worth it. Yes. Oh, I think can you fit any more in there? All right.
That is the look of challenge accepted.
Oh God.
How dare you but not judge me, but doubt my
All right.
your
All
lack-
right. So
your
while
lack of
she's
faith
still
is
going,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
shot with marshmallows. While she's still going, all right. Lila, do you want me to do the shot, or do you want to do the shot?
I could do the shot. It is my
You
turn.
want to do the shot? This. All right.
Just need a second to prepare.
My nose keeps running from that freaking pepper.
I believe it.
If I had a
you are
straw, I
brave.
could try.
I'm just gonna put that
I gotta do
back.
some water. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
I know that's cheating, but you're not supposed to. Yeah, you're just supposed to stick them in there. But
All right. I need you to not be funny for 2 seconds so I can take this shot. I am a spitter but not a quitter. Just gonna
yeah, you have to chase it with them.
I mean,
All right,
it's good.
so I think you're allowed to stop now. I didn't anticipate the side effects of this, which was that she just can't talk for the next 10 minutes. So let's see what we can say about Lady Catherine without her just spitting all the marshmallows out of her face.
Amazing.
Yay! Oh yes, now the lives aren't. No, that's cruel. That's because we have very specific plans that actually need to be able to say words. Although I appreciate your brain, Fräulein Elsa. I do.
That was funny though.
Actually, this is fun.
Do it.
So I had suggested yesterday as a fun sort of game for the heck of it, maybe some random prompts and see which people, what the audience likes best in terms of things that we invent. And one of them has to do with Catherine. So if Chaste Treasure had a Muppet character, what would that character be called?
Lady Catherine.
She answered it for
Catherine.
you. Just Lady Catherine, yes. And it would represent all of us.
Now I feel like I can't even come up with anything. Like it would just work that way.
Oh, man.
God. I would say
be Lady Catherine. And
yeah,
it should
actually just
change to each one of us every time. No one will acknowledge it. It'll just be the treasure, but it'll still be called Lady Catherine.
Lady Catherine. Yes.
I sort of love that. I was trying to think of something in the vein of like, I don't know, it would be Raven, and it would be like this like sort of angry, but also like
just like a bird.
It would be this gloomy bird that like would fan out its feathers, but sometimes would be like, hooray! Like it would have all of our personalities at different points, so it would just sort of be a little all over the map.
I need this to be a thing.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Just a
Bottoms
cockapoo
up.
sitting in
Just
the background.
I love those.
Cockapos are the best.
Ladies, that was 14.
Oh my God! I knew
I'm
your
putting
mouth
it on
was
my
huge.
resume when the world reopens.
You
I
should.
can get 14 marshmallows in my mouth. Take that,
I've
Stay
seen
Puft.
that on people's resumes before because I've actually been the proctor at varying New Jersey Renaissance Fair auditions, and yeah, I have seen that at someone's resume being that I can fit X number of marshmallows in my mouth at any given moment.
Oh my God!
Might get you a gig. You never know.
My deepest fear would be being in an audition room where they're like, we want you to sing the colorature soprano part, blah, blah, blah. This says you can fit 14 marshmallows in your mouth. And you're back there going, like, things that are smaller than Lady Cat. Everything.
Things that are smaller.
I feel like you could. I wonder. No, now I'm just making it weird.
This.
How many hamsters could she fit in her mouth simultaneously?
I'm so glad you are coming up with the challenges.
3. Only because they move.
I'm so imagining in my head like
how many ring pops?
Peter Rabbit situation happening with just little heads sticking out. Like
just a little. Yeah, little faces.
I did, Justin. I ate all those marshmallows.
Which one would be best for this?
Of all the things that I brought out for myself, I didn't bring a bucket. It doesn't already have water in it.
Okay, that's true.
Lady Cat Raven of meowing on corset. I like it.
Lady Cat Raven meowing on corset.
That does sound very posh, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm Lady Cat Raven. Yeah.
And she needs to show up right meow.
Right meow.
Just to show up right meow and do all the things right meow.
Have you ever actually seen a raven speak? It is one of the scariest sounding things.
It is one of the scariest sounding things.
There's something it's funny you bring that up. There's something in general about birds that when they talk, it's so because they're so good at creating a human-esque sound.
It is the uncanny valley. Is what it is called.
It's so creepy.
Uncanny valley.
Of how close it could be to human speech.
Yes, it's so close, but it's not quite that it sets off this danger thing, which makes you wonder what was in our past that we were having to worry about that looked a little too human. Perhaps other human, who knows. Anyway.
Yes. Let's not get into science too hard.
Yes.
You bugger. Yes, Fräulein. What else is smaller than Lady
Smaller than Catherine's mouth.
Can you fit a whole pack of Dunkaroos in your mouth?
Darn it. I wish I'd known about them before the marshmallows.
I have a very tiny Kylo Ren that you could probably fit in your mouth. I don't think I can fit
I
in
would
my mouth.
definitely do. What's the Efforgiven?
The Efforgiven?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. No, I'm curious.
Is that a euphemism?
Euphemism.
Oh, or it might be like a book reference or something.
Is that what you're calling it nowadays?
The boat stuck in the Suez Canal. Yes. That's smaller
See,
than
they just need to
Catherine's
send me
mouth.
down there. I could suck all the water out. See, Lady Morgan is the solution to the human condition. I'm the solution to the Suez Canal.
To the Suez condition.
The sewage. Oh no, I won't do the sewage condition. That's something different.
You ever
dear.
given- Oh, was the ship. All right, was the ship that blocked the
Aye, that was the ship. Or maybe I would just go down there with water and just spit it into the canal so that we flood him out. Ladies,
Yes.
it's time to do, for one of us to do another shot.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Have you
I'm ready
both
for this
done
one.
them already?
So Sultana just did hers.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm clearly not
Morgan, my
drunk enough because
darling.
I'm still tracking this currently.
All right.
All right.
Pour yourself another Jim. Jim,
I'm ready for. Is it both of us doing this or just me?
I think it's just one of us. I
Or
believe.
I can do it. I can do it. It's my turn.
Yeah?
Because,
Aye.
yes, I'm ready.
I've got one ready. So, looking at
I
you,
have a
adoring audience.
Stag on my glass. I just realized.
As I mentioned, if you'd like to join us backstage, there are still, I think, 2 slots, maybe a couple
you
more
Baratheon,
available.
you.
And it's going to be really crazy by the time we get there because I've choked down marshmallows, she's eaten peppers, we've done a lot of shots, and God knows what we're going to do next.
But it feels like I'm drinking nail polish remover. This is
Oh no!
Ooh.
Is it because of the pepper?
no. It's just the vodka. That's just what it
Just
tastes
the
like.
vodka.
Oh,
It
goodness.
was crappy vodka. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
It's a
great.
mix. It's a mix of vodka.
Right.
Vodka.
Be very careful. I still tell the story when we were in a different world centuries ago, in the time before quarantine and all those other things. And actually, easily at least a decade ago, I can still remember being at the little like divey pub in our college town. And I was sitting there and I said, oh, we were doing shots for somebody's birthday. And they said, what would you like to do? And I said, oh, let's do vodka. Because, what did I know? I was like, that's an alcohol. And they put the shot glasses out and they said, what kind of vodka would you like to do? And I said, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'll never forget, from the end of the bar, like something in like an old movie, this really deep, like gravelly voice says, don't ever do pap off. And we were all like,
What?
and just sort of looked down the bar, and here's this guy
Vodka.
sitting in a partially button-down shirt. He's kind of scraggly looking. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He's like the epitome of that guy at the end of the bar.
That guy. Yes.
And he goes, pap off has done me wrong. And we were all like, oh, and we're all a bunch of theater geeks. So I was
Right.
like, oh, is that from War and Peace? And he's like, no. And we all kind of looked at each other. We're like, vodka, not pap off, please.
Vodka, please.
And it's funny, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that guy at the end of the bar. I still remember him.
I used to be in a cover band. One of the first things that I did after I graduated college, university, I was in a cover band, and they would do something. This was awful. They would do what they called in the parking lot a swig and a shot and a swig. So for whatever reason, it was legitimately pineapple soda and Everclear.
Ugh.
And I wanted to impress all of the boys that were in my band because it was only me. I was the only woman. So I wanted to impress everybody. So I was just like, screw it. And I took the bottle of Everclear and just chugged a swig of it. And they were like, ugh, like they're like choking off around the van that we took to get there.
And it'd be like, let this be a lesson to you that women are stronger.
And I did it because I was like, I have to prove myself. And I immediately regretted it. But I kept with it. I kept my face straight and I didn't care. I was like,
I think I have a bottle of Everclear
boys.
in my pantry, but it is for putting into a spray bottle to spray on my
Yeah, to
garb.
spray the costumes down. Yes.
That's exactly why I keep that kind of vodka around. Tavi, I'm with you. I stick to the rum normally too. I just happen to have
Same.
him tonight.
Same.
He was an expert.
In case
I
you
normally
didn't
don't do
know,
shooters.
Sultana is why the rum is gone.
Yes. Yes, she is.
With a close helper, right
Don't let
here
that
in this
bastard
cat.
Jack tell you anything. Yeah, it's true.
So ladies, I've got 2 things that we should mention. First, our third sponsor tonight, well, I can still speak the Queen's or King's or God's English or whatever the heck I'm saying right now, is Sandy Reedy, who is a lover of the arts, She is somebody I know through our very own dear Fräulein, and she's a glorious human, and she, I hope, is watching tonight. If you have the moment, send great thoughts into the ether for Sandy, our darling girl. She deserves all the accolades and love just for being awesome in general, but also for sponsoring us this evening. And in addition to that, and maybe we shouldn't have done this while we were drinking, I have, I think it's time for our live song, ladies.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And
right.
this is a good time to mention, this is a song that I think you'll all maybe, hopefully, definitely, but might not recognize. It's been in our canon for many years. We have added a few things to it in the vein of different parts of speech in the form of ye old libs of madness. And does everyone have their scribbles?
I got it right there. It's off screen, but I have it right in front of me. And thank you all for your suggestions. A lot of these are from you, so I'm blaming all of you in the audience if this goes pear-shaped.
Thinking, I mean blaming. I mean thinking, I mean blaming.
Actually, these are all from you. And I have to say, I love all of you glorious creatures all the more because I hate to say this out loud. I'm so sorry for you. You think so much similarly to me that it makes me sort of happy.
Sort of.
Sort of. Also deeply concerned for the state of the world, but that's a whole different story.
Oh, yes.
All right. Sandy Reedy is a bloody fantastic human. Thank you, Cheryl. Back up for Sandy. See, send her the good thoughts.
Prost.
All right. Let's give this sucker a try. We'll see what comes out.
Oh, dear.
In days of old, in a kingdom bold, there lived a veiny dragon. And the king, he was in great distress, and the sock puppet spirits flaggoned. Until one day there came a knight, he was bulging, moist, and charming. And he slew the dragon with his sword, and a rocket that was so disarming. With a hey and a ho and a hey nanny no, a rocket that was so disarming.
Said the king, I wish to know your name, but the knight said, do not bother, for the name of the knight in the realm, said he, is the same as any other. It's Tommy.
Bill.
Said the king, tonight in my daughter's taco, you shall take your leisure and be rewarded for your deed of a night of gesticulating pleasure. Like how I did that? With a hey and a ho and a hey nanny no and a night of gesticulating pleasure. Gesticulating.
One daughter, she had sticky hair, a maiden young and chaste, and she licked all night in the pale moonlight, naked to the waist.
That explains the sticky hair.
It's the licky, yes, licky sticky. The other daughter, she was titillating, the titillatingest in the town.
That's my new favorite word.
And she jiggled all night in the pale moonlight, naked from her brawny waist down.
Brawny.
With a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no, with a naked from her brawny waist down.
Brawny. Ho, ho, ho.
The night he stayed for many an hour behind the castle wall.
But the ending to our story is not what it seems at all.
For in neither bed of either maid did he lay down his chainmail.
He sheathed his sword with the knight instead, for this is a brave knight's tale.
With a hey and a ho and a hey nanny no.
For this is a brave knight's tale. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, I hit that note. Didn't know I could. That was fun.
It was the pepper. It opened up your vocal passage.
Open the sinuses. Just.
We want to thank all of you glorious for contributing to that insanity.
That was
We
fun.
giggled about it really, really hard during the songs, just so you know.
Hard.
Or maybe that was just the alcohol. Aye, indeed. And we should also mention at this point, we have a Patreon, my darlings.
Yes.
Please, if you haven't already, in addition to tipping us and making sure that we are well inebriated, lubricated, maybe, all the things, please do check out our Patreon, because we have different levels of becoming a Patreon that you can enjoy different perks from being a part of Chase Treasure. One of tonight's backstage visitors is one of our Patreon members. And as I mentioned, you can still join us backstage if you would like. Just make sure you reach out ASAP, because we are getting to that time where it's going to be too late and we're just going to be too silly.
Gonna just
It's going to get weird. Yeah.
There's going to be no hope for us. So, ladies, I have a who is most likely for all of you.
Oh, all right.
So, of the three of us, and we joke about this frequently, of the three of us, yes, Constantia, indeed.
Yes. Yeah,
We're
we're going
hoping
to
somebody
arrange
takes
that. End of the year, Tommy, I promise. We're going to make this happen for you. I promise.
Aye, if you join our Patreon at the concert, well, at the highest level,
Yes.
then you receive a private concert by Chase Treasure for you and what is the number?
Oh, God. I don't remember how many guests, but I know
Several of your closest.
several guests. Yes.
Yes, your closest friends. And we will come and do all of this in entirely too close proximity.
In 3D.
Aye, in 3D.
Double Ds.
20. There we go. And 20 of your best friends.
And
So-
32 double Ds.
So
All
we've all joked,
Yes.
and I'll say this with the adage that, of course, this is a hypothetical situation. We've all joked about all of us, at any moment being that person on the edge. Of the three of us here, which of the three of us are most likely to cause the most ruckus? At any given time, at any given moment, in any given place. For whatever reason. It could be happy, it could be not happy, it could be,
I
burning
feel like
things.
I don't necessarily claim that title outright, but I feel like I'm the trickster. I'm the one that connives in the background. I'm not really good with the improv, but if I will get, especially at Pittsburgh, if you come to the Pittsburgh Renaissance Fair, if we get the dang contract, I will freak people out with the things that I do. What was the last time? The last year in 2019, when I was at Pittsburgh, I got a bejazzled thong.
I did hear about this.
I was working for a person who was a hoarder, and she was trying to get rid of a bunch of things that she didn't need anymore because she no longer had a paramour, and that was one of them. And I put it over top of my bloomers, and we were doing some kind of song, and I flipped up my skirt and showed everybody this. It was rhinestones, just rhinestones all over my lady bits. And I think Catalina fell over. I think Rosaline couldn't catch her breath. She was doing that like honking and laughing at the same time kind of thing that she does. Yeah. So I will say I'm voting for me only because I'm not the best at the improv. There are a lot of people that are funnier than me, but I'm really, really good at planning things and making, just preparing for somebody to be like, oh God, I don't know what's going to happen today. Like 3 or 4 weeks in, Morgan's going to get weird and it's just going to be really unpredictable.
I was going to say, I sort of feel like out of the three of us, we're all likely to cause a ruckus for one reason or another.
Yes.
I could definitely see Sultana causing a ruckus out of just hearing a song and going into one of her belly dances and absolutely hypnotizing people. Mm-hmm. But I would say out of the people that would cause trouble and, maybe wreak some havoc and maybe come out of nowhere, that would definitely be Lady Morgan. And yes, we still have more stupid human tricks. God help us.
We do.
I haven't gotten
She hasn't
to do one yet.
Yeah. Sultana Lila has not done
and I think I haven't done a
some-
shot yet.
Yeah, I think you're up at the top of the order now.
I think
Yes,
you're
you are.
correct.
You are.
This is also, I think, a good time to mention our final sponsor of the evening, who is an anonymous art lover. Oh dear, wait, let me find my notes because there was a specific title for it. He was an anonymous art lover who is grateful for this. I've been drinking for this confluence of talent and beauty.
Oh, yes.
Your
And I
face.
think
That is a
the
heck of a
confluence of
word.
talent and beauty. Thanks you, Mr. Anonymous, or Madam Anonymous, or anonymous person.
Them anonymous? Them anonymous?
The anonymous. There we are.
The anonymous.
The
Yes.
anonymous.
Oh, your
yes.
glorious anonymousness.
Mhm.
And as always, you too can sponsor an upcoming episode. You do not have to be your own independent business or a sponsored
I did
business
it.
or anything else. And if you would like to, please do reach out to the Chase Treasure Gmail, if you would be so kind. And if you'd like,
There goes. There goes. There goes.
Yep,
I
there it
do
is.
still
There
have
goes, there goes.
stupid human tricks over here too, if we want to get into those.
Mhm.
I know, we are apparently about $50 away.
Oh God.
Right, so we need like two more $25 people. There we go. Thank you. I saw it for a second and then it went away and I didn't mean to call it out. But yeah. No.
She put the
50
announcement
more
up there.
in tips and we get a stupid human trick. They haven't happened yet. So we're waiting for that last
Backstage,
$50.
Latana has ring pops and Dunkaroos. What else can she have back here? Wouldn't you like to
I don't have
know?
any more marshmallows, otherwise I'd offer them.
I've got a banana somewhere and I have a spare pepper.
So do I.
And one with only a bite out of it, so you know. Snacks!
I'm staring down quite a few things here.
Sorry, we missed the thong. So am I, Susan. So
There are
am I.
so many things
too.
that I've done at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Fair that were just ridiculous. Like one time, I think it was Lucrezia and Beatrice, and I hid a bunch of small animal figurines in my cleavage because they kept making jokes because they have very fantastic breasts that are bigger than mine, and they kept making jokes about how mine was just a black hole. So I started to pull out like, oh, it's a bear cave, and I was like, you know what, it is a bear cave, and I pulled out a freaking bear, and then I lost a monkey in my cleavage for 4 hours.
Same.
Because I had put like a gorilla underneath my left breast and I couldn't get to it. And I was digging into my cleavage.
You needed
like
somebody to
10
go
minutes.
from below.
Yes.
You needed extra hands to come at it from all angles.
To go from below. Gotta get
Oh yes.
You
yes.
needed the cleavage figure thing.
under the hoop.
Yes. I've put things under my hoop before too. One
Yeah,
time
you
I
have.
borrowed a fur from the crack show because they kept making fun of me that my hoop skirt led to Narnia, and I was like, you know what, it does. And then I backed up, and there was just a fox fur on the floor, and they were like, "What just happened?"
You should have flipped your skirt up and been like, "And there's Mr. Tumnus, y'all."
That's what she's calling it.
Bah! Mr. Tumnus is at the entrance.
Do.
Yes, and one time we did wrap Beatrice with caution tape. I think Catherine was there because she
I-
kept falling off of the stage.
Well, yes, there was that. I was going to say which one of us is most likely
Dolphin Liam
to have
Neeson.
small animals. Oh, don't steal Dolphin Liam.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is a good precursor. So,
My friends. Hold
this
on.
is a good time.
There's one more.
I had Dolphin Liam Neeson under my skirt at one point too.
Dolphin Liam Neeson.
That's a yes.
Donald Gaither tipped. Oh my God. All right.
Did
you
he
know
do
what?
it? Yes.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
Okay.
God. All right.
I'm gonna get ready.
So Jasmine, I'm going to make you do the last one, and hang on.
Am I not then?
What am I?
All right.
What am I
Oh no,
grabbing?
I'm going to make her do the last stupid human.
Oh,
chapter.
you're doing the stupid human trick.
so many things around me.
You
Let me know what I'm
are gonna
preparing.
do the shots.
Oh well, I've got one poured too.
All
So
Let's do that.
we're not going to tell you what she's going to do, but I'm going to tell her in just a moment. And we're going to cut to our last song of the evening,
And then she's gonna come back.
and we're going to be weird while you're not here. We'll see you momentarily, and we'll be weird when you are here.
Well, Johnny worked for Jack, the richest man in all the county, who'd come down from the beanstalk as you've heard in tale and song. Jack's mother and himself were fit to live the life of Riley, but if you thought it ended with a giant's death, you're wrong.
For the farm it grew and new hens came, and Johnny was the strangest. After 6 long days into the grave, the giant's corpse was sent, and Johnny went down to the pub to celebrate his wages, and all throughout the town they heard the following lament.
Johnny, get off the goose, for it's the ass that you'll be wanting. Johnny, get off the goose, for it's the ass you'll need to ride. You'll not be getting very far to take a goose home from the bar. So Johnny, get off the goose, my lad, and get your ass inside.
A farmer's days are early ones, 'tis no alarm they're needin'. The crowing of the rooster shakes the slumber from their eyes. But come the dawn, the sun arose, no paltry song they're hearing. So they called to Johnny, and it came as no surprise.
Johnny, get off the goose, for it's the cock that you'll be wanting. Johnny, get off the goose, it doesn't call the morning sun. The noise it's making's one of pain, the cock is calling once again. So Johnny, get off the goose and tell your cock the day's begun. Now on Jack's farm they plant more beans and psychodophatina.
What does that mean?
'Tis nature's way for all to share the bounties of the land. But when the rodents left their turds inside the semolina, they shouted out for Johnny to get the problem well in hand. Johnny, get off the goose, for it's the pussy you'll be wanting. Johnny, get off the goose because you're acting like a jerk.
The grain's been eaten by the mice. We shouldn't need to tell you twice. So Johnny, get off the goose and let that pussy get to work.
Well, Johnny did as he was told beneath Jack's beanstalk trunk then.
That pussy, cock, and ass all got used till they were sore.
And Jack him off into the city. Came back with new cows then.
But Johnny said, keep your milk bags, I can't take this anymore.
Johnny said, let me be, for it's the goose that I be wanting. Johnny said, let me be, I'll take my payment out in trade. For the goose I want, the goose I got, the rest of them can go and rot. The golden egg is not the only thing that's getting laid. The golden egg is not the only thing that's getting laid. Let's all get laid.
I'm the ass. That's why I'm the tail mistress. Hee-haw.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
You've got a banana?
Oh.
Gotta have some chocolate?
I am breaking all of the sound equipment because I keep
wait.
shrieking every time this
Some
happens.
cookies? Are you ready?
Do it.
She's become a human Sunday.
Yes!
As all of you can see, Sultana
So
has
much
made
whipped cream
herself
fell off.
into a human sundae in her cleavage. Oh, welcome back, Lady Gwendolyn. You got it just in time.
I lost the banana.
Thank you, Patrice, and I grew it myself. Oh my God, I'm so glad you got that one.
I'm glad I took the pepper. Oh my God.
I'm glad I remembered to take my necklace off. It's so sticky.
I won't lie, I literally left my ice cream in the freezer because I was like, oh crud, if I get this, I'm going to have to make a run for it. So
Yes,
I'm so
I
glad
was
you
like,
got
no,
that.
no, I'm leaving my bananas away. I was like, thank God I got the hot pepper. I'm not doing that.
I'm spitting chocolate on my laptop.
We
All right,
also
Catherine.
had shots
Take it
to
out.
do.
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah, it is.
This has been an absolutely
actually-
ridiculous show.
This has been such a joy.
So
I love
much
it.
fun.
All right, so before we finish up,
So
let
glad
me
I
throw
put
out.
pasta.
Again, the Sunday's incredible, and I sort of am so impressed. I don't know if I should cry or if I should start licking the screen. Maybe both.
I'm getting oddly turned on right now. I don't know if anybody else is in the audience, but now I can't.
You're
handle myself.
welcome. And if you
yes.
want to,
This
my
is
loves,
why.
if you want us to keep
Ready, you want
coming
to
up
talk about
with
shoving things in my mouth?
if you want us to keep doing stupid things like that, please do consider sponsoring one of our events, one of our Ladies Unlaced shows. Please consider becoming a Patreon member. Please consider coming to our shows in person when we appear in them at Oklahoma, New Jersey, and in the fall, Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair.
I will say briefly that we also have another one coming up in Missouri, but that's happening at the end of May. So we haven't put that one up yet, but we've been kind of not keeping that secret, but just it's going to happen. So Missouri, yay!
Hurrah!
We are conquering everything. That's the point.
And if you're from Missouri, warn you. Yes. If you're in Missouri, we're warning you. We're coming for you. But
So
warn
there's
us
no,
too,
there's
because
no
we're-
warning us.
We're past the point of being warned. There's no help for us now.
Yeah. Oh my God! I can't
Cleopatra.
believe you
I'm
had
so
you
with you.
made a
This made
Sunday
me-
yourself.
This
I'm
made me
so
so
sticky
happy.
right now.
Oh no, Pat, did you get me commenting on my booty?
That was actually really good. For
Ross, like, you
$300,
turned on
I'll let
too.
you eat this.
Oh, good Lord!
That's right. Oh,
Yes.
here's our last. Oh, well, All right, last prompt of the evening.
What?
If Chase Treasure was a Sunday,
Oh.
what would it be?
Oh, I think one time I contemplated if we were ice cream flavors, what flavors would we
Yes.
be? We've had this conversation. I don't
So-
remember what flavor I was.
You were like a rainbow kind of thing.
Oh, I was rainbow sherbet.
Yes.
That's right.
Ooh.
Because of course I
don't
am.
remember all of them, but I was going to say I grew up. I worked at the shore for years as a different life person, and they had a thing called a pig trough, and the pig trough was one of every flavor of ice cream.
Ooh.
It had 10 bananas in it. Why did it need 10 bananas? I don't know. I guess because there were lots
The
of
more
different
bananas,
flavors.
the better.
Yeah.
A banana for each flavor, which sounds about right. And then chocolate syrup, whipped cream, peanut butter
Always.
drizzle, and something else. And they said, this is, the winner. And I think we should have a chaste trough.
A chaste trough. All
Call
right.
it the chaste trough. And it'll be whatever we decide each of our flavors are in a
And
big old
in
trough.
full gob.
For the longest time, I've always said that I was like a dark flavor of something, like a
You were.
chocolate with like dark chocolate something in it.
Dark chocolate with dark chocolate chunks and black cherries.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
I like that.
I'm going to amend that a little bit because I think it's more fun to say I like soft serve. I just
It's the only soft thing that
the only soft thing that'll pass my lips, I promise you. But it's it's really good though. I love soft serve better than anything else.
so sticky.
This sounds so delicious. My loves, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We've had entirely too much fun, methinks.
Okay, there it is.
Please do go to our website to see our tour schedule. Please keep track of us upon the Book of Faces, upon the grams of Insta, and all the other social media things that we do all the time because we're everywhere. And we're hoping to be more places as we go.
Yes.
But please do check in with all the things. And until next time, I am Lady Catherine Townsend.
On the Sunday.
I'm Lady Morgan and I'm so confused.
And together we are Taste
Treasure. And I'm sticky.